Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. How's it going? I am of course joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese, on a Wednesday. How we doing?
Good.
Doing good. Hello.
There we go. Well, very excited. This has been a long-awaited group. Super excited to be talking about Lucy tonight. If you happen to be checking this out on YouTube, we do a lot of K-pop groups and K bands and all that sort of stuff. So if you do like this, come hang out with us on Twitch. We usually stream at least 2 times a week, if not more potentially. So would love to see you in chat. Um, but yeah, Alex has an announcement. If you are a part of our Discord, got something special we announced today.
Yeah. I did ping everybody in the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, you should get on there. We just added a card collecting bot that is actually made by one of our community members, Diz. If you have been
Woo.
hanging out in chat, hanging out in the streams, you've probably seen them around. Very frequent chatter member here. They actually made this card collecting bot. It is super cool. I've played around with it and gotten familiar with it in the past couple weeks. We just added it publicly to a Discord server, so you can go in there. I think you just slash debut in the. It's called Tanny. You
Okay.
just slash debut in the Tanny channel, and then you can like drop cards and collect, and you can like set your favorite card as your idol, and you can train them and like get points and battle and stuff. It's very fun. So if you
Battle.
guys, yeah, so if you guys have questions or you want to, you know, see more about it, there's channels in the Discord, so you can check it out. They've put a ton of work into it, and I'm
Yeah.
super happy for them to have shared it with us. So thank you, Diz, and hopefully
Yeah.
you
Thank you.
guys enjoy it. It's really cool. I'd
Crazy.
recommend checking it out and supporting.
Yes. No, this is great. I'm very excited. I have not
It's
checked it
very
out
fun.
myself, but I am stoked to check it out after stream. So come join us. I did leave a link, pinned link to our Discord channel. Come hang out. It's also normally in the description of all of our videos. And it's the best way to get to know us a little bit better. We just talk about normal life stuff in the Discord channel. So would love to see you there and would love to find more out about you guys. But tonight, as I mentioned before, long awaited, bless you, Therese, long awaited group, Lucy. One of our Discord members, Kaylee, has been knocking at my door for ages to do this. So I'm glad I could petition to have a group talked about. But very excited. Therese obviously knows a pretty decent amount about Lucy as well. Um, so I guess if you want to give us a little bit of a rundown on them, that would be great.
Well, what do you know about Lucy? Have you checked them out in your chaos streams?
We've done Kaylee has given me some of the B-sides because we did talk about potentially doing them as a deep dive series. So we did not do any of the title tracks, but I was absolutely blown away by their musicianship and actually was very upset that we missed out on seeing them in Philadelphia because they came through. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
be
did.
biting my words the entire night because I am so mad I missed seeing them in Philadelphia. So next time, fingers crossed, I will see them in Philadelphia.
Okay, yeah, I am a pretty casual fan of Lucy. I
Okay.
listen to a lot of K bands, so they definitely come across my feed. I really like their instrumentation. For anyone that doesn't know, Lucy is a four member band, four
Hmm.
band member.
Four bands.
And the members are Yechan, the violinist, Sangyup, the guitarist, One Sung, the bassist and producer, and Gwangil, the drummer. So four members, four instruments, adding a violin into the mix. It's definitely a different type of sound than you're used to checking
Yeah.
out. So
I'm very surprised they have a violinist, but only four members.
Yeah, it
Really?
is cool though. Obviously, in practice, I've seen some of the. Kaylee has been recommending some B sides, and like I said, I was just blown away by the B side choices. So I think it just made me more excited to eventually get into listening to more of their music. So that
Yeah,
is why it
so both of you know more about Lucy than I do,
potentially, yeah. So,
because
but
I don't
I'm
think
with Sarah. I'm like, you mean you don't build your bands around the violin?
I don't mean that. I mean I'm used to K bands having like 2 guitarists and a vocalist by themselves usually.
That's true.
Or
That's
like
true.
or like 2 guitarists and one of the guitarists sings. You know what I mean? I'm used to like I don't know, like 4 bass members of a band and then you like a keyboardist and I don't know. I
Yeah,
think I'm used to bigger bands than 4
like
members.
Excenary Heroes or like like Day 6 or I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, either way, we are very excited. And it looks like they are also under Mystic Story, which shout outs to Billy. They also announced a US tour if you are in the States. Very excited. But
And
yeah, it's
double
been
shout out to Kaylee because
double
they
shout outs,
definitely
yeah.
helped make the playlist, putting all of the title tracks in order for us to listen to, and even going into, oh, this title track only has an animated music video. Maybe we should watch a live performance for this one. So really appreciate it. Awesome stuff.
They are great. So love to see it. Well, I feel like without further ado, we have to start it off. It looks like the first one we have here is Flowering, which is the first song on the list here. So very
Yep.
excited. And yeah. All right. Well, if you guys are ready to rock, I think we should start. Let's go.
하루하루 아지랑이 끼는 이부시고 포근해진 얼음은 겨우 녹아내릴 것만 같아 동지서 딸기 낙인 밤 지나 헤매었던 발걸음 있잖아 그때가 기억조차않나 새하얗게 웃던 나를 기억하나요 그대 내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면 바람아 내게 봄을 데려와줘 시간아 나의 봄에 스며들어 점점 더 소리 없이 일렁이며 떨고 있는 초라한 맘은 흐르는 물에 연꽃처럼 전부 멀어져 갈 거야 넌 그저 그 자리에 그대로 새하얗게 웃던 나를 기억하나요 그대 내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면 바람아 내게 봄을 데려와줘 시간아 나의 봄에 스며들어 점점 더 햇살에 깜빡깜빡 미끄러지듯이 우리 사이를 기지개 피듯 두 팔 벌린 꽃들처럼 그대 꿈도 내놔 아무것도 할 수 없을 것 같은 것만 혼자만 남아 시들지는 않을까 괜찮아 언젠가 다르게 피어날 거야 나는 그런 널 기억할 거야 네가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면 바람아 내게 봄을 데려와줘 시간아 나의 봄에 스며들어 점점 더더더 햇살에 깜빡깜빡 미끄러지듯이 흐른 사르르르 기지개 피듯 두 팔 벌린 꽃들처럼 그대 꿈 보내너
Woo. Yeah, I wonder what's going on.
The sky.
The sky, yeah, the sky's
Or-
going
The
on.
sky is blue.
The
it
train is
war?
in the sky. Oh my god. All right, cool. That was Lucy Flowering, the first song off the playlist. Very excited. So Alex, you have
Wow.
not heard of any Lucy songs prior to this.
Nope.
What do you think? What's your thoughts?
It was very whimsical.
Whimsical's a good word.
Whimsical's a good word. Yeah.
It was very fancy rock.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Fancy because of the strings, of course.
Yes, of course.
Um,
Yeah.
No, but seriously, it was pretty good. I didn't know what to expect. The only reference I have going into like a band with violin is Yellow Card.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep. That's fair.
so like what's going on in my head when we're listening to a band that has a violin player, I'm like, I wonder, like, surely they're not like pop punk
Yeah.
bands. I'm
Yeah.
like, how is this going to be implemented? How is the violin going to be utilized? And then I find out there's 4 members. I'm like, oh, what is going to be like the order of operations here? Is the violin
Sure.
sort of going to
Yeah.
act as the lead? Are there going to be like other instrumentations like off screen, which ended up being the case? There was piano and
Yeah.
stuff, which was cool. I guess that's where I was like wondering, or I guess that's where I was kind of surprised they only have 4 members, because like they're using piano. A lot of times the K band, like, they have a piano player, and that's perfectly fine and cool that they don't. I'm sure their bassist plays piano probably, since he's the producer, I assume.
I assume. Kaylee
Can
can,
find out.
I'm
I was
sure,
gonna
I'm sure Kaylee
can
knows.
verify. Yeah.
They do have a piano player during their lives.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was very fun. I thought that once I sort of figured out like the direction it was going and like what they were doing with all the instruments and how they're using the violin, like the violin was acting sort of as a lead for a lot of the
Oh, yeah.
sections there, where it was a lot of just acoustic guitar strumming and the violin was kind of carrying the melodies aside
Yeah.
from the vocals, which is really cool. I sort of assumed once it got going that's where it was going. I don't know. I feel like I very rarely or never see violin players standing up.
Oh,
Really?
that's true.
I don't know. Like in what context? In what context do you see them standing up playing?
Usually either like if they're soloing, if they're performing as their own, but they're only sitting down I've ever seen in orchestras.
That might be the only context I've really ever seen a violin played.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um,
Other than Yellow Card now.
Yeah, other than Yellow Card. So no, I mean my my point that I'm making with that, it was I was watching him jump around and play the violin, and I was like,
Mhm.
that is the most animated violinist I've ever seen, and that has to be so hard to move around like that and play a violin accurately.
That's fair. Yeah.
But
I mean,
that was just
my-
kind of like a side funny, not like a serious notation.
Mhm.
I just thought it was kind of funny.
My reference is Lindsey Sterling.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna say, yeah.
you know what? You're right. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Like,
I didn't even think
well,
about that.
And I think in all instrumentation, especially if you're using like a wind instrument, standing up is better because it's better for your lung capacity and it helps you have better
Sure.
sound. if you're on a stage, standing is better just generally for anyone. So I think that's where I've seen a lot of instrumentalists standing, but I think
I
most people have seen just the orchestra performances of sitting
That's where my
instruments.
mind
So.
goes to when I picture violin. I picture sitting down and like reading sheet
Mm,
music.
That's fair.
mhm.
But
Yeah.
I totally forgot that Lindsay Sterling does full on like ballet
Yeah.
Freaking
choreography.
aerial moves with her violin.
Yeah. As
um,
far as the actual song goes itself, I thought the singer, I don't know his name, his voice is very good. That little like vocal slide belt thing he did was
oh, so
Oh,
good.
freaking amazing. Um,
Sangyup.
Sungyup.
Sungyeop. Okay. And that's kind of all I got out of this first one. I'm looking forward to seeing what other songs sound like because I know not every song is going to sound like the debut song. So,
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure. Therese, you
I
want to
think,
go?
yeah, I think you might. I think this is a very good representation of their sound. I do think whimsical is the correct word in expressing their sound. There's definitely a lot of what's the word? I want to you're going to want to relate all of their songs to anime intros. That's just the name of the game. Like
Sure.
they
Yeah.
do a lot of uplifting, kind of like running through a field of wind and cherry blossoms. And I'm gonna try to like steer away from just anime intro opening or anime song because it doesn't tell you much about the song at all.
Sure.
Other
Agreed.
than that, it's very uplifting and welcoming. So they are very uplifting and welcoming. I think this song in particular is really nice because it is like a spring song and it's their debut and it's kind of I think Kaylee gave us a little more context into the song itself. Considered both the beginning and end of all hardships. Um,
Hmm.
to those who are going through difficult times like flowers blooming over after overcoming the cold of winter. So
Mm.
it's comforting, it's supporting. Um, and yeah, I forgot to pay attention to the lyrics because I was so in on the instrumentals. It's beautiful. And I love how every part of the song is different except the chorus. Like they have a verse, they have the chorus, and then they had a completely different pre-chorus or like they changed the build for that.
Yeah.
And then they had the chorus, and then they had the bridge slash violin solo happening, and it was just like every single point of it I was so excited for. But that also comes with the downside of like if you don't listen to this group a lot, you might not remember exactly how the song goes when you leave. Um, but I don't think that's a downside for people like us that like to listen to music over and over again and hear something new every time. So I think it's amazing. I think violinist definitely cracked. Amazing violinist. Young wait, what's his name? Young Sop or
Yeah, Chen.
Yechan.
Yeah.
I loved it. I really love their vocals too. They have a very light, airy sound, so it's apparent.
Yeah, I think to me, again, kind of having a little bit of a precursor to what they do before, I think this is a really cool debut. I do really enjoy the kind of, I feel like obviously this song is pertaining to the springtime, and I feel like it's got like this sort of flowiness to it that I really appreciate. And obviously I feel like it represents the changing of seasons pretty much. Um, which I thought was great. I also liked that the song has some really great movement to it. More specifically in the chorus, I like how they did the halftime section in the second half of that chorus. I think that's really sick. It opens it up. It makes you feel like it makes the song feel like larger than life. And I think they even expand more on that when you get into the bridge and you have that really big opening section where, again, you have Ye Chan's beautiful violin voicing in that part of the song, and I think it gives you this sort of I feel like I'm just gonna agree with everybody and say that it is very whimsical. And it gives off that sort of like floating feeling, which I feel like they do a really great job of encapsulating. As well as that, Zhang Yup's vocals, I think, as I've listened to with previous B-side songs, I think he's got really a really beautiful voice, and I think this song specifically does a great job of highlighting it, where he kind of has that sort of like mid to high range tone, but then hits like a beautiful falsetto, a couple of falsetto lines as well. So I know that his register is, I would argue, a little bit higher. I also know that their drummer does singing as well. So I'm curious to see if he offered any vocals in this song. It didn't seem like it, because I feel like you'd probably be able to hear a little bit of a difference, but
I think there was definitely harmonies or like
Oh.
a lower sounding voice. Yeah.
yeah, Kaylee
Okay.
said at the
For the
beginning.
start of the
Okay.
song.
Which was cool. I like that they kind of switched it up. And then also, I got to give a shout outs to their drummer Gongil. He, like, I feel like he commanded the song. The drumming on this was so good. I liked some of like the drum rolls. Just like his fill choice was really great. So yeah, I'm excited to see all of their title material. Again, just getting into some of their B-sides, I think gave me a little bit of a taste, but excited to see what other title tracks they have next. So very cool. I think we will be scurrying along to the next one, which is going to be Jogging. So very cool. Let's go.
Jogging. I love that game. Different from jobbing.
Because when you're jumping and ogging.
Cool.
Jumping and pogging.
Jumping.
그대 멀리 떠난다면 홀로 어딜 가고 싶은가요? 그 한숨 돌릴 새도 없이
Alex is having a great time.
빙글빙글 돌아봐 반대로 내가 가고 싶은 대로만 간다면 그저 들림을 만나올까 오늘도 우린 쉬지 않고 달렸잖아
This is giving me 80s flashbacks.
Oh my god.
동네 한번 빙돌아 너는 빛보다 급하게 가지마 그렇게 머물러줘 푸른 바람처럼 그런 너의 길을 오늘 괜히 뻐근하고 오늘따라 괜히 나른하죠 같은 일상 속에서 하루에 날 위한 시간은 얼마나 있을까 반대로 내가 가고 싶은 대로 만난다면 그저 틀린 길은 아닐걸 오늘도 우린 쉬지 않고 달렸잖아 그러다 머리 빙 돌아 동네 한번 빙 돌아 너는 빛보다 급하게 가지마 그렇게 머물러줘 내일을 그리던 날 잃어버리고
Nice change up.
그런 그댄 행복하다 수 있나요 지금까지 하고 싶은 것들 바래왔던 것들 전부 잊고 있던 너잖아 이제 너를 힘들게 하지마 더는 안가 정해진 길로 돌아가 넌 푸른 빛을 따라 한 번 더 뛸 수 있다면 그때 너의 마음이 닿는 곳까지 달려가고 있기를
Whew. Oh, we have a whole
Rather
nother-
be dead than cool. Got it.
All right. That was Jogging from Lucy for joining us. Thanks. Very nice.
There's a lot of tracks going on in this song.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Notably, my favorite part, I think, instrumentally here was there's so much plucking going on.
Yeah.
Everything was so plucky, and it was interesting. There was parts where like I wasn't sure if it was like the violin layered with a piano or like the violin layered with like some sort of like plucked keyboard, or if it was like a muted guitar. It felt very. I think I need to listen to it again. It was like a little indiscernible because the violin was layering with stuff so well that it felt like
Yeah.
very, like, obviously not, but synthy in the way that it's like the multiple instruments kind of creating a sound that is not normally
It's all
attainable
stacked.
with one
Yeah.
instrument. Yeah, it's like stacked very well.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
it was fun. I really liked the little slide guitar riff that was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was really fun, and the video was very cute and a little chaotic. I like all the tiny little instruments. I definitely had most of those when I was a kid. Uh, and the the giant animal, the random giant animal
Yeah.
scenes, very fun. Um, do all the members sing, or is it just the guitarist and bassist?
It looks like,
The guitarist is a lead singer, right?
yeah,
I
I think
definitely
so.
got that.
Only 3 of them.
Okay, 3 of them sing.
I think, yeah, I
Can
was
you
going to say
imagine
everyone except for
the
Yechen.
violinist singing his heart out while he's violining?
Oh,
That'd be a lot
nuts.
of like mid-level track.
Oh, that would be insane. Wait, so who's the leader?
Yechen. Their violinist.
Except the leader and the
He is the
violinist.
leader.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, the violinist is the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. I'm catching up. I'm learning.
We're evolving. Emily says that Yechen sings as he posts covers and sings on live streams. So maybe future Lucy material will feature him. I don't know.
That'd
do you
be
have any-
interesting. I wonder how that. Maybe you could put the mic on the violin. Wait.
I guess he could. I guess he could wear like a headset.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah. A headset makes sense.
That would be interesting though if they just taped a microphone
Yeah.
to the violin.
Put it on
They're
the
like,
strings.
wow,
and
we
it'd
could
be
have
like...
made this a little bit easier, but you know,
I like the put the microphone on the bow so you get some wild vocal
Yeah.
panning.
they're like, wow, he sounds really far away. That's crazy.
Mic on violin makes sense to get the violin sound.
But not yeah.
Yeah, but singing
Not
into the
vocals.
violin would also be fun.
It'd
What if he
actually
stopped playing and he just used it as a microphone? He's
He
like,
just-
"Nah."
He just flips the violin around. He's just like talking into the
Yeah.
violin. That'd be great. It'd be
I
amazing.
think violins are so good for like a substitute of vocals that it's hard for me to imagine a violin player also singing. I bet it's harder. I don't know. You can play the guitar while you sing, but I feel like playing
Yeah.
the violin while singing would be harder coordination for some reason.
Well, I feel like violin is like one of those instruments that you can do a really good job at um like mimicking sort of the quality of vocals
Mhm.
to kind of
Mhm.
replace
Yeah.
a vocal. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah. I guess I'll go next. I love this song. I think this one's probably my favorite thus far. Obviously, we have many more to go, but I love the upbeat energy of this song. Obviously, Gwangil, I feel like, is just crushing the drums in the song. The hi-hat snare is just like a tried and true combo that I feel like works really well in this song. However, there was a lot of, as Alex mentioned, there's a lot of great layering going on in this track. I would probably guess if I had to figure it out, I'm pretty sure it's like plucked violin and then it's like piano and they're like blended together, and then just have like maybe a separate track for just like the plucked sound. That's the only thing that I can think of. But obviously, and I'm not the producer, but that would be my guess. I also really loved a lot of the like. I'm pretty sure it's in the pre-chorus, but a lot of the descending, like a lot of jazz chords that they're using, a lot of sevens. I assume seven major. It sounds like very major tone. But I really love that. That was really awesome. As well as that, I think structurally it's really like it's pretty upbeat. I'm pretty sure it's got probably a higher like BPM or something, but really fun. I love the violin in the song as well. I feel like, again, I know we'll probably point it out a lot, but yeah, Chan's just got a cool way of like, it almost feels like his violin parts feel like another like vocal in
Yeah.
the song, which is great, and I think it's mimicked very well. Um, and he just adds his own sort of flair to it. But yeah, this is one I'd probably. I know this is absolutely one I will be going back and listening to, but I just thought this overall was like a very fun package and almost kind of it kind of gives me a little bit of a borderline between like how like some like J-pop songs kind of sound where they have that sort of like again descending like modal tone, a lot of seven chord usage. I feel like I could draw similar parallels to that. Um which is great because I do love J-pop as well. But I thought overall this was really well put together, and also got to give a shout outs to it looks like Won Sang and Oh Yeon are the producers for not only the previous one, Flowering, but this one as well. They're great, so shout outs to
Yeah.
them.
It seems like Oyeon was also the keyboardist in the track, or I'm wondering if they work together often. Um, I like it. This is a very, very high energy track, which is fun because I think Sangyop's vocal tone, he's very good at doing kind of like a sleepy or just waking up sort of tone. So I think the really chill vocal melody happening with the really high energy instrumentals is a good match. Um, I really, really like the guitar in this one. How hard is it to like pluck that quickly with notes like those?
He's probably, I mean, my guess, I think he's using like well, in the music video, he's
Oh,
using a Strat. So a lot of that
oh,
is
okay.
like like, I would assume like first position, a lot of like treble. But I also think he's just picking his right hand might be, I don't know if he's left or right handed, but um, has to be moving pretty quickly in order to get that sound.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking like, ain't no way violin can pluck that fast. but but I think it's done staccato enough that it's able
Yeah.
to achieve sort of the same. But we hear plucking in other songs as well. I was just very impressed, especially having it going on at the beginning of the track, kind of like really low in like one particular corner of my headphones. I was like, "Ooh, this is nice. I really like this." That's what I was looking at, like Alex, and you were like really jamming. You're like giddy. You're getting giddy with it. um, but yeah. And who is the guitarist again? Oh, it's Sangyeop. Okay,
Song,
good job.
yeah. Shout
Wow.
outs. Yeah. Really great stuff. All right, cool. Well, I think we will get into the next one here, which is the Snooze is the next one. So let's go.
Oh, I love this one. Same, Kaylee.
Oh God.
You know what's gonna go harder with the beret on?
회색 빛으로 물든 사람들의
Ooh.
표정과 힘없는 발걸음 나와 다를 것이 하나 없어
But you don't have to be an adult. We are golden, feel this freedom when you
Oh,
such
I
a
like the
good do
guitars are set
everything.
back.
We were golden, feel our childhood. We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? Feel our childhood. 기다려주지 않아. Feel our childhood. Feel our childhood. 우리는 언제 어른이 됐나. 벌어지는 일들에 흘려가는 시간에 익숙지않아. 어느새 나도 낮보다 밤을 기다리고 있어. 꿈이 없는 잠을 바라며 기대해도 기대실 곳은 없어. But you don't have to be an adult. We are golden, feel this freedom when you thought you could do everything. We were golden, feel our childhood. We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? Feel our childhood. 기다려주지 않아. Feel our childhood. Feel our childhood. Feel our childhood. Time to sleep. We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? Feel our childhood. 어디로 가도 좋아. Feel our childhood. Feel our childhood. Feel our childhood.
Oh, all right. Perfect. Very
Oh.
nice. Oh my god. That was crazy. All right, that was Snooze if you were just tuning in. Oh my god. I don't even know how I'm going to critique these things. It's getting hard. It's getting more difficult now. Therese, would you like to start this one off?
Love to start
Okay,
this one off.
let's go. Let's
This
go.
was so I listened to Flowering. I don't know if I've actually heard Jogging. That might have been my first listen. But
okay.
I listened to their debut because I was someone online was talking about this new band with a violinist, and I was like, hell yeah. And I really liked Flowering, but of course at the time it was just debut. It was one album to go through. And I think when I checked out Snooze was when I was like, oh shit, I should be listening to this band more.
Fair enough.
Because Damn. um, really beautiful song. It's as you can tell from the lyrics and everything, it's all about like childhood. It's the whimsy of it. For some reason, like even I don't know if it could be the lyrics or like just parts of the lyrics I recognized when I was listening, but this song literally put me in my childhood bedroom. Like I could see the sun
Oh
coming
yeah.
in and the tree outside, and I could see my old lady sheets for some reason that they give little kids beds. Um and or maybe my mom just has southern taste. That's probably it.
That's fair. Yep.
But I really like I was in that room and I was like just waking up like on a Saturday, like I could sleep in, so it was already bright and ready to break out my toys and start playing with them. I love this song, and it's not like a crazy unique song. Like I think Flowering does more melodically, but it's so catchy and sweet, and that slowdown is
Oh.
the solo. It like pulls you in. It's so good. Um Also one of the only songs I will listen to that has an alarm clock in the background.
Mm,
Fair.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that song probably became a bunch of people's alarm
Yeah.
wake up song because I feel
Oh,
like
such a good alarm
every
song.
song that has an alarm in it, people always set to their alarm songs until
Oh
it
yeah.
eventually becomes their least favorite song ever because of association.
I love it. I think it matches really well because when they introduced the alarm into the song, they added like a marimba, so it was a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
more. It was like, oh, okay, this is fine because
It
it's
was more
part of the
palatable.
marimba.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more palatable.
Yeah.
But it didn't really. I think maybe because it was mixed so low, but it didn't hinder the song. It kind of just gave it a little extra beat. And yeah, just pure serotonin with this one.
Agreed.
I have a short list of things that I really liked from this song. One being how forward and present the bass was.
Oh
It was
yeah. Yep.
uh very funky, very groovy. Um that was nice as a bassist. My favorite part of the song was when the instruments cut out and the vocalist said that time to sleep thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that
and it was
reverb.
like super reverbed and echoey,
So good.
and then the violin solo comes in and I felt like I was just gonna start levitating into the clouds.
That's exactly what
Like,
happens.
That's exactly what
yeah,
happens. Yeah.
like if there was a time to fly up into the sky and float away forever, it was then. Um the vibes of the chorus give me like old 1975 vibes.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
I can hear that.
Um,
Yeah, for sure.
just in the groove and kind of like how the instrumentation was, and I really like that. It's very fun.
Very in the pocket. Yeah, for sure. Um, Man, I don't know if there's any more that I can really say about the song. I will agree that normally I feel like whenever listen to a song and my arms start to just get the tingles, like I know it's a great song. Like I just know, especially that again, I know we keep talking about that bridge section, but like my God, I like felt my whole body like change. Like it was so weird. And I was like, man, this is such a like very surreal type feeling. So I feel like for that alone, I will have to rank high amongst my favorites. But um, as well as that, just the I know Therese pointed it out on the previous song, but I love the guitar work in this one. I feel like anytime you can incorporate like a really treble heavy like strat sort of sound, it just always works out really well. I will also say in terms of the mixing of the song, it was very cool to hear everything very clearly. Prior two I guess three songs we've listened to at this point, um, or two songs, excuse me. The prior two songs that we listened to, I was like, okay, the mixing is good, I like it, but this felt like so like you could hear the violin so distinctly, you could hear the bass really distinctly, you could hear the guitars, the vocals very distinctly, the drumming, like everything had its own special pocket within the song that I appreciated. And like if you really kind of held on and was listening to like the drumming, you could definitely focus a lot of your attention on that. I think for me, as someone who goes back and tries to listen to a lot of these records after the fact and listen to them a lot, I think that this song, at least for me, will give a lot of repeat value just because I think you can hear every instrument so detailed in that way. So when I go back and listen to it, I might go and listen to like the violin some more, or I might go and listen to the vocals and like pick out more nuanced things that I don't think I would have been able to just pick out on like first go around. So I love a good repeat value. But yeah, overall, I think everything else that both Alex and Therese said, I was like fully on board with their commentary as well. It's just, this was so wild. So I'm excited to get obviously into some of the other ones that we'll be talking about tonight. But yeah, if this is what you got you into Lucy, then I feel like this is a good, very good jumping off point for sure. So
Yeah,
Cool.
this
One
would
of
be
my
an
faves,
easy
for sure.
this would be an easy sale if somebody showed me this song first.
Mhm.
Oh, sure. I also feel like too as well, like I don't know what the rate is for people who like aren't as familiar with like the Korean genres, you know, like K-bands or like K-pop or something like that. But I feel like you could show this to someone and like they would be like, "Oh, this is sick." You know? Like I feel like any musician friend, especially if you're like really heavily into like instrumentation, I don't know how you couldn't love something like this.
Oh, for sure.
It's crazy. So
If you don't like this, you don't like music.
I was gonna say
I'm just saying.
facts.
I'm just saying.
I say that about everything I listen to.
Everything is music.
Everything is music. That's true. But all right, cool. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here. Sarah says, "Do you love Lucy or do you hate music and fun?"
Oh, I hate fun. I hate fun.
Therese hates fun and still loves Lucy, so I feel like that's a pretty true sentiment, you know. All right, perfect. Well, the next one we have here is Lucy's Hero, and it looks like Kaylee has says this is Winter. So let's get into it and see what it's all about.
Damn, what is this intro?
Feels like a Disney intro or something.
풍긴 너의 맘에 하얗게 내린 눈꽃이 차갑게 얼지 않기를 너라는 이름은 오유월의 꿈만 같아 깨고 싶지 않은 걸 너라면 이런 날 기다릴 수 있을까 저 달이 떨어져도 멋대로인 날 떠나지 않고 그 자리에 아직도 그대로 눈부셔 빛나는 그대와 자리 저무는 하루 난 만화 속의 주인공처럼 내겐 두 손에 밤하늘을 가르는 날개 괴력에 힘은 없지만 그래 너의 곁에서 주인공이 된 것 같아 너에게 내 세상을 줄게
All right. That's how he plays violin.
He looks like an NPC trying to play violin.
What a bunch of goofballs. I love it. All right, cool. That was Lucy's Hero. If you're hanging out with us, very nice. I guess I'll start
That
this
felt
one off.
short.
It did feel very short.
I was gonna say the same thing, and then I looked and it's 4 minutes, and I was like, I'm wrong. I'm just gonna shut up.
The song itself is only 3:16, so
Oh, okay.
Even still,
Pretty
that's
short.
like, that's not.
it's not super long.
It's not super long, but I don't feel like it's short either. It's
I
like
think
right
it's
in
short.
the sweet spot.
4-minute songs. 4-minute songs.
I mean, listen, I'll listen to any length song, but
Snooze is 4 minutes and 52 seconds for reference.
oh,
Hey,
okay.
some of the bands I listen to regularly have like 8, 9,
I was
10
gonna
minute
say,
songs.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
4 is
take
like
what I can get.
my prime point.
But
That's when
it's-
I ascend.
it's a jumping off point. I thought this one was very good. I really gotta give a salute to Gwangil. I feel like his vocals and also his drumming in the song were so like forward facing in the song that I loved. He just to me stood out the most. Just loved his like again keeping the energy of the song. I feel like the drummers and bass players obviously keep the tempo of a song super well, and I think obviously Wang Seng and Gwangil just do it super well. I also got to give a shout outs to that like bridge section. Oh my god, that was so cool. The combination of both violin and bass work in that bridge section were incredible. Especially I believe they were like trying to like harmonize together, or at least like play like maybe do like a little bit of ping pong in terms of like the melody choice. But it was really sick. But yeah, overall I thought the song was really great. It kind of gives me, I don't know if maybe it's just kind of like the melody choices that they use, but it does seem like it gives a little bit of like nursery rhyme sort of feel. Like I don't know if it's just the way that they chose to use certain like modal motifs in the song, but there were some sections where I was like, this feels very like nursery rhyme esque.
I think it's the folkiness that you're picking up on.
It probably could be the folkiness, but yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great song overall. So no complaints here.
I don't know what else I really have to add to that, to be honest. I was basically going to point out that I really liked that folky like violin run. Thought it was very fun. It's very like, not to recycle words, but it's very whimsical and it's very light and dancey and fun. And I think that kind of like is, I don't know, very fitting for them, like shown on the end of the video. Like they're very like fun
Goofy,
guys
yeah,
and
yeah.
goofy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's sort of the vibe that kind of instrumentation gives me. That was fun. There was a certain part where there was a really cool, I think it was towards the beginning, there was a really cool little bass kind of fill run
Mm.
that caught my attention. Other than that, I think I can't settle on why I think the song felt so short, because I did think that as soon as it ended, and it's funny that Therese mentioned it, because I wasn't gonna like bring it up because I can't figure out why, but I don't know if it's because like I don't know. I feel like there wasn't that many different parts other than like
I feel like it's
I'm
hurrying
gonna talk
along.
in circles. But I feel like the main like violin riff and the chorus and like the main motif movement of the song feels like it's very constant, like it's
Mhm.
there and then it's back to it very quickly, and I think it has the full run and the full um like structure of a song. I think it's just maybe between the choruses felt short. I'm not really sure,
Maybe.
but
Okay, I can see
I
that.
liked it.
Yeah, I
Irish
think
jig
this
vibes.
for sure. I think this might be my favorite like melody
Ooh.
that
Okay.
they've either written or performed. I don't know who wrote the melody, but I really like it. The da 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 da. It's so beautiful.
Mm.
And especially at the end when they start adding the whoa
Oh yeah,
in the
yeah, like the
background. Oh,
chanting. Yeah, yeah.
double hit, double hit. Anytime there's a like, I don't know, I can't say chanting because chanting isn't the right word. Anytime there's like a ensemble,
Group
everyone
vocals.
comes
Yeah,
in
group vocals.
point, I'm all about it. um yeah, and I like spaceship themed music videos. I do think that if they were playing their instruments in space, no one would be able to hear them, so that's a useless concert. But but they'll also lose whatever video game they're playing because they're playing their instruments. Yes.
That's
Yes,
true.
Gregorian chants, my favorite.
Check out Teresa's Gregorian chant stream coming soon.
I thought it
But,
also was very
yeah.
like anime ending credits.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can definitely agree with that for sure. It would fit a OST very well, I feel. But cool.
They do a lot of OSTs, by the way, for K dramas.
Oh, really? Okay.
A
That would
ton.
make
believe it.
sense. That would make sense. They seem very on brand for that, so
Mm-hmm.
What is their what is their genre technically?
Oh,
Like, do
let's
they?
ask Spotify.
Yeah, do they like
Yeah.
classify or like determine
Okay,
themselves
Spotify
to
was
be a
not helpful.
specific genre?
Spotify was not helpful.
They need to update their description. Members? Ye Chan Shin, violin and team leader. It's all in caps.
Everyone's saying pop rock,
I'd say
ambient
pop
pop.
rock.
I would say pop rock, yeah. But they definitely have like a little bit of prog influence. They have to because I feel like their bass player is like insane. Wansang, he's got like, I mean, again,
And
I've seen some clips.
Indian.
He's nuts. So I feel like he's got to have some sort of influence in that background. But they're all very like they're all crazy. So in terms of talent, so I wouldn't even be surprised. But yeah, this is awesome. We love this.
Haley, send them a new Spotify description that they can put in their artist profile.
Youthful says they can do other genres like folk, blues, R&B, soul, electronic, etc. Very nice, very nice. I feel like when we're watching these, it just makes me more sad that I miss seeing them live. Like I feel like
Yeah,
the insurmountable weight of not
Shoulda
seeing them
gone.
live. I just
I was really excited when I heard they were touring, but for some
Oh.
reason they skipped over the South, or I think they did Atlanta, but Atlanta's far for me.
yeah.
I'm upset. I wanted to see them.
Thanks, Kala. I don't feel
Thanks,
upset by that
Kala.
comment. I didn't feel upset by that comment whatsoever.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know who they were.
To be fair, I also didn't know who they were, but I know we did talk about Lucy, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then literally, Kaylee showed me Lucy, and then I was like, "Fuck!" That was like my
Well,
first.
This is like insider info, but we've been talking about trying to set up interviews with like the
artists.
team,
Yeah.
the team behind Leo Presents, and
Yeah.
possibly some of their artists. So I was like, we got to get on Lucy. They're gonna come straight to you guys. Blah blah blah. And at the time, Brandon and Alex had no idea who Lucy was, so I was
Yeah.
like, never mind. I don't think you can
Now-
interview a band you haven't listened to.
Now I'll know. So I'll feel very vindicated if it does
Yeah.
happen. So, yeah, I was
Lucy,
gonna
come
say,
back.
Lucy, come back, please, please, for the love of God.
Wait.
Wait, no. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here, and this one is "I Got You." So, let's go.
수많은 사람들 속 I'm rocking to you. 우린 어디 숨어 있다 이제 만났는지. Take me to your close, baby. 내 맘이 already over you. Let it go, let it go. 언제까지 숨길 수는 없는 걸 널 찾을 수 있게 내게 다가와주면 돼. I got you. 너를 잡을게 누가 먼저든 상관없잖아. I'll find you. You're my diamond. 맘 가는 대로 어린애처럼. 별다른 말 없이도 웃어주는 너. 이대로면 우리 대화는 forever fire. I got you. 너를 잡을게 누가 먼저든 상관없잖아. I'll find you. You're my diamond. 맘 가는 대로 어린애처럼. 오늘 이 밤 내 상처가 밤인지 몰라도 그대와 함께하는 순간 절대 잊지 못할 거야. 두려워져 if you go away. 넌 꿈이라 해도 괜찮아. 어딜 가든 날 find you. 너를 잡을게 누가 먼저든 상관없잖아. I'll find you.
Clean rip.
You're my diamond. 맘 가는 대로 어린애처럼.
All right, that was Lucy, "I Got You." If you're hanging out tonight, very nice. I guess I'll go first. I thought this one was very pop forward, which is not a bad thing. I think
Mhm.
my first initial thought was like, I could hear this on like I feel like it has elements of like what I would hear on the radio. You know, like it has a very like radio type quality to it, which I don't feel like I don't want to feel like it's discrediting their musical skill because obviously they're very talented. But like some of the melody choices, I'm like I could hear something like this on the radio. Obviously, I don't know how far reaching they would in terms of like musicality would make it onto the radio like this, but in terms of like the style of it gives me that. I think mostly it's because it incorporates like a little bit of like light EDM in there, which is kind of like the beat drop and stuff like that, which I really liked. I also got to give a shout outs to obviously the three members that sing in this song because they all kind of cycled throughout, which I thought was really nice. And obviously, I think somebody pointed out in chat saying that Kaylee actually said that as we go further into their discography, I assume more of them start feeling comfortable singing. So it is cool to see them kind of dip their toes into the water a little bit per se. And I thought this was a very really well put together. It was a little bit less. I feel like this one was a little bit less musically crazy, but I think like the like earwormy ear catchiness of the song was like a lot higher, if that makes sense. So yeah, I thought this was very fun. I like this one a lot. It was really sick.
I like that this is basically just like a electro house song,
I was gonna
but
say
done by
yeah.
a band.
Yep.
It's really fun. It was like pretty much bar for bar, like what I would attribute to being a pretty normal, like EDM kind of festival house sort of song.
Mm.
But just replace everything with like their equivalent of live instruments. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
replace a super hard like saw synth that would be like your lead for an EDM drop, replace it with a violin. It's like such a 1-to-1
Mhm.
replacement
Yeah.
that it works really well. And even to go like to play into it more, there was like chopped up vocals and a lot of vocal filtering, which is
Yeah.
often like a trope and commonly done for that genre of EDM. And then even more was like before that last chorus, there was that big like clapping anthemic
Yeah.
group
Yeah. Yeah.
vocal
Mhm.
thing,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
which is
Oh
like,
yeah.
you know,
They
picture a
heard
music
me.
picture a music festival. That's what
Yeah.
happens at like I don't know, EDC. It was very I think what they were trying to do is clear and they did a really good job with it.
Mm. Therese.
Yeah,
That's all I
I
got.
in the same electro house comment, I was like, I kind of want to come in with a party rock. Cuz yeah, it was a lot of those vibes. It was a decent song. It is definitely like I even put in my notes like closer to the pop realm than the other songs. So great add to their discography. I hope it got a little more radio play. Gunky actually said that they had heard this song, so maybe it did that. Um I like the little lick Yichen does in the lower notes of the violin.
Mm.
Um but that's like I don't have much to point out that I really liked. I do like the anthemic vocals that they all started with. I think they took it all the way with those. I can't say it's my favorite part because it's like one of the leading parts of the song. Um, but not my favorite from Lucy, just personal taste. I still like it. I'm not gonna listen to it as often as like Flowering or Snooze or Rolling.
This
That's my
is my
favorite.
favorite so far.
Wow. All right. Well, I feel like Alex and Therese are continuing the trend of being further apart. We have two wolves inside. No I'm kidding. That was a joke. All right, cool. We're gonna keep it moving here. The next one we have is it looks like it's a live clip.
Oh yeah. Can you remind me which song this was? Oh
Kaylee says irrelevant answer is the next song.
yeah,
Then. Perfect. All right, thank you, Kaylee. Let's
yeah.
get into it.
Speaking of me.
They're in their Alex era.
We're in the Alex era, yeah.
Great song. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Favorite one so far.
Oh.
조심스레 물어봐도 대답 없는 너 표정만 봐도 시간이 더 필요한 건지 도시의 야경빛 뒤에 너와 나 그렇게 얼굴을 붉히고 어쩔 줄 몰라 하는 모습마저 이쁜 걸
Oh, these toms are awesome.
내서 다가간 거라고 제자리를 점점 엄마처럼 너는 또다시 내가 한 말을 돌리고 다른 말을 하잖아 어쩌면 너가 말하지 않아도 알 수 있지만 듣고 싶나 봐 네 입으로 듣고 싶어서 언젠간 너의 마음이 날 향할 때 말해도 돼 점점 커져가는 우리 마음만 그대로라면
욕심인가봐 사랑하는 만큼 사랑받고 싶어 네 맘을 알려줘
그렇게 얼굴을 붉히고 어쩔 줄 몰라 하는 모습마저 예쁜걸 나도 나름 용기를 내서 다가간 거라고 제자리를 점점 엄마처럼 너는 또다시 내가 한 말을 돌리고 다른 말을 하잖아 너의 숨긴 말 알아도 말이 없으면 난 도저히 알 수 없는 걸 널 향한 나의 마음 달의 반이라고 너 같을까 어쩌면 내 맘보다 너의 맘이 더 클지 몰라 난 기다릴게 내 마음 변하지 않아 언젠간 너의 마음이 날 향할 때 말해도 돼 점점 커져가는 우리 마음만 그대로라면
All right, cool. That was irrelevant answer from Lucy. Let's go. Oh man,
Damn, they were flexing.
for real.
They were flexing here. My main takeaway here is there's a lot of detail in this song
Mm.
that was really cool. Like a lot of just cool little fills and little like one-off riffs and like little things that were like technically difficult, but I feel like they're just throwing them in because they can. I don't obviously know the studio version, so I don't know if there's anything different, anything changed. I've never heard the original or the studio, so I don't have a reference, I guess. But the other takeaway I have here is I really enjoyed hearing the vocals live. Hearing the drummer sing is great. He has a very nice,
Oh,
soft,
yeah.
sweet voice.
Mm.
But their main vocalist, the guitarist, he is such a like chameleon with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, like how he goes from these like really like soft falsetto vocals to like a full-on belt, and it feels like the way he sings sometimes like adjusts to like how far or back it sits with like instrumentation and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. But he did great. It sounds great live.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much like a studio version vocal quality, just ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe better. I think I might have
Mhm.
liked his vocals the most here so far.
Mm. I'd say I was impressed with how good the vocals were. I was especially impressed with Gwangil because I think the mixing of Gwangil's voice kind of puts it under the instrumentals a bit. Probably just the portions of the song that he comes in, but a really good voice in this performance. Damn. I think this song is like, if I were to categorize it, I'd say like unexpected because there's so many little things. Like I don't think that bass intro is in the studio version, but they do start with like all of the instruments coming in their own with the melody. Okay, that's what I thought. And then like even the chorus you can expect the melody is very catchy. But when they like dropped out of the instrumentals for like a soft vocal moment, they almost immediately came back in with like higher energy, and I was like, "Whoa, oh, okay, we're gonna keep it going." It was a pleasant surprise, but it was surprising. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would agree with those sentiments. I know we said that we would not use the anime OST opening, but I would argue this one feels the most equivalent to that.
I can hear it in the melody for sure.
In the melody for sure. But I really loved the I really did love like that the way that they played off that melody at the beginning where they had I think it was violin first, then it was bass, then it was guitar. I'm pretty sure that was how the lineup goes. But the way that they interplayed those melodies throughout the entirety of the song, and that was just kind of like a teaser to like obviously the full-on melody of the song. I thought that was great. It's a cool like modal motif that I feel like they use a pretty decent bit in their writing, from what I could gather, at least from their title tracks. But I really enjoyed this one a lot. I think their energy live too. I've seen a few live performances already, so I was kind of not as surprised about it. But I will say that like again, it just bites me in the ass that I didn't get to see them perform live, and I feel like this
Oh
song
my
I
God.
imagine is on again. I feel like this song is one of those ones to see live, so I'm glad we get to see clips of them playing it. I will say I think yeah, I would agree with Alex. Like their lead vocalist, he's got such a unique kind of styling to his vocals that I don't maybe I don't feel like you're able to pick up on as much of the nuance as in a live performance than you would be able to in like a studio version. Like I feel like the studio version is so like cut to the point, and I feel like this one you can hear a lot more of like the warmer tones. Like obviously the way he belts I think is a lot stronger in a live performance. So it was cool to kind of get the contrast of not only again seeing their title tracks, but as well as that seeing them perform live. So this was a great choice from Kaylee. So thanks for that. But we're gonna keep it moving here. The next one we have on our playlist here is Rolling Rolling. So
This one's my favorite.
Gunky. Oh my god. All right. Let's get into the next one.
이제 머리가 어지러워 어느새 해는 져 있고 난 오늘이 무슨 요일인지도 모르고 사나봐
Got a great full setup.
시무람도조차 나지 않고 침대 위에 누워 얼마나 잘 수 있나 생각해 부딪히며 맘대로 무엇 하나 되지 않는 나를 견뎌내고 있잖아. 다시 하루는 시작되고 숨 쉴 틈 없이 세상은 돌아간다. 하루 종일 모두 떼굴떼굴 굴러 이대로는 안 될 것만 같아. 내일을 그리던 그때로 뒤로 빼. 너만 깜빡였을 뿐인데 온데간데 없어진 달 기지개를 펴고 하품할 시간조차 부족한데 부대낀 사람들 어딜 봐도 여유 하나 없고 시계바늘에 쫓겨 뭔가에 올린 듯한 발걸음. 내일이 오길 기대하던 넌 이리저리 부딪히며 맘대로 무엇 하나 되지 않는 나를 견뎌내고 있잖아. 다시 하루는 시작되고 숨 쉴 틈 없이 세상은 돌아간다. 하루 종일 모두 떼굴떼굴 굴러 이대로는 안 될 것만 같아. 내일을 그리던 그때로 뒤로 빼. 뒤돌아봐 생각보다 날이 좋았는데 얼마나 많이 놓쳤을까. 무감각함에 잠긴 것 같아. 다시 내 마음을 움직이게 해준 바람. 아침 햇살은 눈이 부셔 포근한 구름 위를 뒹구는 기분. 너도 나도 이제 하루하루 달라. 내일은 어떤 날이 올까. 우릴 위해 있는 거야 이 모든 게.
Oh man. All
The song
right.
just makes me want to scream.
This was Rolling Rolling by Lucy. Holy shit.
That was a doozy.
Ugh. All right.
Oh,
Man. Teresa, would you like to go first? As you're brimming with excitement?
I'm brimming with excitement.
Brimming.
I don't even know where to start. I'll probably end up saying less than I want to about this
That's all right.
track
We
because
can circle back if you want.
it's all like just in the feeling of it. Like if you heard maybe a quarter of the song, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a pretty good song." If you heard a half of the song, you'd be like, "That's a really good song." But if you hear all how many minutes
4
is it?
minutes and 7
Oh,
seconds.
that it seems so much longer though. Like
It
if you
does. Oh,
if you listen to the entire song, and I know a lot of people in my life that like to listen up into the first chorus and decide if they like a song or not. Absolutely not. This is one that you have to listen to the whole thing to get the full effect. And it's pretty much like, I think the combination of the music video, which is has some very uplifting characters in it,
yeah.
as well as the lyrics and the overall build of their arrangement. It's beautiful. It's like getting frustrated with something, trying to give up, but getting through it anyway, getting through it, and then finally reaching the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And being able to see the view. It's so good. And I will say, like, this one is the most that I would attribute to anime opening. Also
Fair enough.
mostly in the melody, but I think it's also just a very sort of J-pop, J-rock typical thing to have what you think is the final build, but then also build on top of that. So I really appreciate that, and I think the inspiration is palpable. It's just it's so cool. It's so cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
It's the journey.
Yeah.
I how do I add on to that? There's 2 stars of the show for this song for me. And this is a very good song. I don't know if this is my favorite or second favorite so far, but
Ooh. Okay.
it's up there. Very good, very fun. The bass was so fun in this song. Like
Oh.
it was just it was so intricate, but it was like nestled in the background. It wasn't super forward in the mix or anything, and it wasn't like stealing the show. But when I would see him jamming back there, he's just like up and down the neck, and I'm like, man is cooking back there on bass.
Yeah. Chefing it up.
But really, like the star of the song are the vocals. They are so crazy.
Oh, so good.
Vocals are so good here. Even like obviously it was like popping off at the end with the high notes and stuff, but even that like fun little, I don't know what you call it, like at the very end when he sort of like just yells and
Yeah, it gets
Oh,
a little
yeah.
more
you know what I'm talking
boisterous.
about?
Yeah.
Even something like that, I feel it just adds so much personality and so much like emotion and kind of like oomph to the song, you know, a little pizzazz. I don't know. I felt like the vocal delivery on the song was like the best I've heard so far. There's like a lot of falsetto, a lot of like really really good vibrato in his voice.
Yeah.
It was very fun. Very 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 talented.
I will add on to that. Guangyo at the beginning surprised me. I loved his falsetto tone. And I also got to give this man a lot of kudos for not only doing the vocals but also playing drums. I don't know if people understand how difficult that is, but it is extremely difficult. So
I can't even play the drums.
I can't play the drums either, but I couldn't even
imagine singing while doing that.
couldn't even imagine singing and drumming at the same time. Crazy.
Imagine
Hooked.
playing the drums. No.
Imagine playing the drums. Crazy. No, I think his vocals were incredible at the beginning, and I like how he starts off the song. But Seungyeop, man, his vocals, oh, they gave so much like emotion. The song I feel like could be surmised in just like an emotion, whether it's like a feel good emotion, like there's just something inherently just really special about this song that I feel like is probably my favorite for tonight so far. I want to keep this slot open, but I definitely want to say like melody wise, great melody choices. Really love the movement in the song. But Seungyeop, man, his like the way that he delivers with such like energy, like I also got the like goosebumps and felt very like attuned to the song pretty immediately. But just like the instrumentation as well too. I think if you're such a big music fan, which I imagine most of y'all are, I think to me it's like if you're a musician and you listen to this song, it's like this is incredible stuff. Like it really truly is like really special, and I think this song really highlights their talent of all four of them collectively. Where not to say that the other songs didn't really like highlight them musically, I just think that this one just feels more standout and more like it just seems like everybody is on the same tune as this one. So I really love this one a lot. I'm definitely gonna go listen to this song. Kaylee, if you want to let me know what mini album this is from, I will probably go and listen to this whole thing probably tonight. So
Yeah, I was gonna say like this is definitely a song that only Lucy could
oh,
pull off.
for sure. For sure.
Like any other band would probably make a cover, but it would not be the same.
It can be replicated.
So full of personality. Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm just trying to imagine someone that hates music suffering through watching our live streams. Wondering when we're gonna stop talking about music.
Yeah, we actually, this is just a commentary channel. We just talk a lot. We don't even listen to music, honestly. I don't know what you guys are doing here. This is crazy. But no, this is great. I'm gonna have to go. It looks like Kaylee said this is their second mini album, Blue. So I'll have to do it. Yeah, music's pretty cringe, honestly. I don't know how you guys watch this. It's kind of sus a little. But anyway, before somebody pulls up and they come into chat and they're like, "Wow, we're talking about music, crazy."
Cringe.
Again,
Again. Oh,
Didn't
get
you
him outta
listen to that
here.
this morning?
what's that song about alarms? Oh,
Dude,
hate it.
Wait, what are your, if you don't mind my asking, what are your hours on Spotify? And you're like Spotify Wrapped.
Oh
What's
God,
the range?
Me?
are you?
You guys
I-
or chat. Let us know
Both of
how do I
your
even
range of hours.
how do I even find that right now?
Can you check that now?
I mean, I think it saves your Wrapped. I don't know. I know mine because I got made fun of because it was very high.
Yeah. I will say for at least for me, last year I was
Yeah,
listening
you
to
can
it a
search
lot.
Wrapped and then it'll show you
Okay, I'll do it.
more info. We can make that an end of the episode
Well,
thing.
I was gonna
just
say we'll
curious.
make it at the end of the episode, but
Yeah.
I remember it being a lot. I'm pretty sure. So,
Yeah.
Gunky said
My friends are like, "Do you even like not listen to music?"
and you're like, do you ever know what joy feels like? That's crazy. Gunky says we haven't gotten any weird / random lore tonight from Therese. That's true. No cube tonight. But anyway,
There's no cubes.
yeah, no cubes. So
Tell them to add a cube. There were
yeah,
flying trains. That was pretty cool.
that there was a flying
Brought me
train.
back to like Spy Kids.
Okay. The next one, I have no idea what this next one is. So, Kaylee, if you know what's next on our playlist here,
Is
let
this
me
the
know.
night? The
Play.
Oh, play. Okay.
Very nice. Okay, let us go.
Shark Boy, Lava Girl. Yeah, we're on the same page.
멀어져가는 꿈의 잔상처럼 지난 내 하루의 표정이 기억이 안 남아 때로 밀려오는 생각이 날 괴롭혀 또 다그쳐 어린 날 훔쳐본 어른의 모습은
The props, I
내게
can't.
환상이라 말하고 무감각해진 시계바늘 난 그대로인 듯이 어린애로 남아있나봐 하늘이 무겁다 해도 까진 무릎이 아팠던 것도 모른 채 온 세상을 날아 모든 걸 놀이하듯이 지금도 똑같아 다를 거 없어 많은 사람들 사이를 안 닿고 지나기 난 모르게 은밀히 자리에 앉기만 먼저 퇴근한 사람이 술린 거야 꼭 말해줘 다시 만나 또 놀자고
That was cute.
환하게 웃으며 얘기하는 사람 뒤돌아 떠나도 미소를 머금고 있기를 바래도 스치는 혜성처럼 설날인 듯한 아름다움 하늘이 무겁다 해도 까진 무릎이 아팠던 것도 모른 채 온 세상을 날아 모든 걸 놀이하듯이 지금도 똑같아 다를 거 없어 많은 사람들 사이를 안 닿고 지나기 난 모르게 은밀히 자리에 앉기만 먼저 퇴근한
Crazy.
Aw.
The effects of camera.
다시 찾을게
That kid! The goat!
넌 웃어줘
That's Brandon at K-pop club night.
That's him as K-pop baby.
You know what? I'll have to find a baby photo of me. I actually just posted one not too long ago, and it's pretty close. So, anyway, this is Lucy Play. If you're hanging out, thank you, appreciate it. I guess I'll start this one off. I feel like maybe more so with Lucy, but I've noticed that a lot of okay, I'm gonna retract that. Not a lot, but I would say there are some songs of theirs that I feel like give this sort of like nostalgia. Like
Mhm.
again, I know this one is not a song that I have heard before, but there's something really specific about like I think there was 2 songs that we've listened to so far that has given me that sort of nostalgia, but I would say this one more so than I would say maybe the other one prior to this one, but and it feels very fitting. I know Chad is saying that their album is called Childhood, which again very on point with the song specifically. But I like the melody choice in the song. I think they did a really great job of layering it out. More specifically in the chorus, I think that's where you really get a lot of that driving force within the song. But I think probably my favorite part of the song was actually the bridge. I love the like way that it kind of gives you this sort of airy, light feeling, and then you get this cool kind of like ensemble like group type vocals, and then it kind of gives that sort of like campfire like sort of feeling towards the end, and then their transition from that final bridge into the last chorus I think was really really well put together, and it gives you that sort of like closing of chapters almost in a weird way, which I really love. I I would say that in terms of musicality, thought it was really great. It's not nearly as like high energy, but I think it does tap into that sort of like personal like nostalgia of this album. And again, I think Childhood is best, you know, the album name Childhood is best represented with this song. So great track. Melody choices were great, and again, shout outs to Guangil for. I feel like he starts off all of these songs. I don't know if that's like just a thing that they typically do, but he's got some fantastic vocals, so I love it. So keep it up.
I am basically just gonna echo what Brandon said for the most part. I do want to point out, I think I really enjoyed the piano that was incorporated into
so
the song here.
Oh,
I think it really added a lot. And my favorite part was also, I think the part Brandon was talking about, where like sort of at towards the end, I guess it was the bridge where it was sort of just like a filtered guitar
yes,
and
yeah.
vocals, and then it was kind of like
The na
it
part,
felt
yeah.
it felt like you were taken out a little bit, and then when it comes back in, it feels like it hits 10 times harder.
Yeah.
So the ending of the song felt really like huge, very big, and like cinematic. Obviously, the violin just makes everything feel so much more, I
Emotional.
don't know, theatrical and cinematic and
Yeah.
bigger than it otherwise would be. So it's a whirlwind. It's fun.
Therese.
I have a recommendation to everyone. Actually, first, let me kind of profile this song in my head.
Okay.
In my head, if I were to listen to this without watching the music video, even because I don't know if I've seen this music video. I've never seen that cute little kid run around dancing
Very
while they were
cute.
playing instruments. That was
Yeah.
super fun. I wish I was a kid doing that right now. But if I were to place this song in a setting, I think it would be right before the climax of a movie or stage show, where the protagonist is like down on his luck or ran into a bump and trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
Maybe getting wisdom from an old lady. I don't know. And then if you this is my recommendation. If you listen to this song and then go back and listen to Rolling Rolling, if you need a stimulant, that gives me palpitations. I'm like, it's like a full movement.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Beautiful. I really like the song. I think it is super nostalgic, and sweet, and it's one of the few songs that kind of makes me forget their lead instrument is usually a violin. Like they really led with the piano on this one, but I
Yeah.
think it was nice because it was different for them, and it also kind of it made it a little more delicate because I think violins can come on pretty strong. So I appreciate it.
That's true. That's true. Man, I feel like Youthful nailed it. They said that it gives me vibes of hanging out with a high school friend one last time right before you're all about to part ways to head off to college. Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
mm,
Oofy.
ouch.
Well, oh my God. I don't know if we're
I did
gonna,
that with all my high school friends,
I don't know
and
if
we
we're gonna
still
be.
talk, so it was all for nothing. We all still hang out. It's all great.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to recover from this one. Hurts so good. But I feel like to lighten the mood, I'll try to focus into my camera here. Here's
Oh.
here's it, little baby.
I see the baby.
Yeah.
That's the exact same smile. You're right.
Yeah.
That-
Well, yep. I'll post a better photo in Discord, but yeah, that's little baby Brandon. Yep.
Cheesing.
Cheesing. Yeah, always cheesing. All right, cool. Let us move on to the next one, which is Unbelievable. This is the next one on the list, so let's rock.
Whoa. Favorite Lucy song by Youthful.
Wow. Okay.
아니 근데 진짜 너 예쁘다니까 새벽을 깨우는 원한 햇살 같아
Baby Brandon is unbelievable.
너만 모르나 봐 온 세상이
Hey, Pokemon, let's go.
Okay, let's go. I like it.
너처럼
Is that Mario? Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I actually, for the sake of legal purposes, I don't see any reference to any
Actually,
Nintendo
yeah.
IPs here.
Yeah.
그렇게
is more-
말하지 말아줘
This is just some other plumber.
그런 건지 대체 자꾸 어디가 못나 우울한 날 너를 생각하면 괜히 힘이 나 뭐든 할 수 있을 것 같아 바보 같아 능력은 진짜 별로야 내 맘속에 이대로 이나갖고 몸들리다 우스한 방이 날 녹여버리고 장난치지 좀 말라니
It looks like a
근데
bungus.
진짜 너 예쁘다니까 새벽을 깨우는 어란 햇살 같아 아니 근데 진짜로 너만 모르나 봐온 세상이 널 사랑하고 있는 걸 아니 근데 진짜 너무 밝게 빛나서 세상이 까매질 시간조차 없는 걸 아니 근데 진짜로 바보 같아 부디고부터 가지 않았으면 헷갈릴 것 같아 뭐가 너인지 알 수 없잖아
That's Hatful Boyfriend.
이대로 이나갖고 몸들리다 우스한 방이 날 녹여버리고 장난치지 좀 말라니 아니 근데 진짜 예쁘다니까
Crazy.
새벽을 깨우는 어란 햇살 같아 아니 근데 진짜로 너만 모르나 봐온 세상이 널 사랑하고 있는 걸 아니 근데 진짜 너무 밝게 빛나서 세상이 까매질 시간조차 없는 걸 아니 근데 진짜로
got the Dragon Ball Z
Oh.
So
Can you
good.
force? I think it's more of a Power Rangers.
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah. That was Ginyu Force. Ooh.
그래 그래 아니 근데 정말 넌 사랑인가 봐 어딜 봐도 내 눈에 너만 보이는 걸 아니 근데 진짜로 바보 같아
Nice. All right, that was Lucy. Unbelievable. You're hanging out. Very nice.
That was a good music video.
Agreed.
I know. I show this one to my local friends all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys want to watch a cool music video?
Where's the Minecraft?
It just
It was all Minecraft.
it was all mine. Yeah.
Everything's Minecraft.
Everything's
Yeah.
Minecraft. Yeah. Oh my god.
All I can talk about. Well, okay. Two things to talk about. One, I liked the commitment to using samples and sounds that were very video gamey,
Yeah.
very fun.
Agreed. Yep.
Even to the point where like some of the guitar, it felt like was making like some like dissonance or some like dissonant chords that also like sounded like they were. I have to go back and listen to hear like what it was, what the instrumentation was, or like what the instrument was making that noise. But they used like some obvious like samples that were like coin sounds and little blips and stuff. But there
Mhm.
was some chord. I don't know if it was violin or guitar. Again, I need to go hear it again. But it reminded me of like some of the old 8-bit music that has a lot of like natural dissonance in it because of like 8-bit music.
It's very bit crushed.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. And then obviously the shout out here goes to the bass. I need to see the calluses on this man's hands. They're probably, his hands are made of
Steel.
reinforced steel. He was
I-
shredding the whole time. That was crazy. Like unnecessarily, but much appreciated.
I like how we all made the same sound like after you drink beer. When we heard it, we were
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
so good.
There's this one meme that goes around and it's like if you make the like most like you make the oddest face as like the most compliment you can give to a musician. If you just like make the most scrunched face, that's how you know it's good. Like
Yeah.
even if you're not like a non-musician, if you just go like, oh, if you feel it in your chest, you're like, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, it hits. It hits.
It hits. It hits. Obviously, being a huge, much like everyone else here in this chat, being a huge video game fan, I feel like the homage to a lot of great video games and television shows and all that sort of stuff, I thought was a great homage to that. And I believe the UFO said that the EP is also called Insert Coin, which is, I feel like, a very fitting title for the EP, excuse me. So very nice. This one is great. Again, I know I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with just how much we love this group, but this one has got a really nice like soaring feeling to it. Really liked a lot of the violin in this song. I think the violin in this song just kind of made it soar just a little more. So I thought that was really great. Vocally, I feel like it was also on point as well. Would definitely like to go give this whole EP a listen. I'm curious if they continue that sort of like video game motif in some of the B-sides off this EP. I'm not entirely sure. So if you know in chat, let me know. But yeah, I probably put this pretty high up in terms of the releases. I've really enjoyed this one a lot, and I think obviously the music video helped sell me on the song. Not that I've needed it, but I feel like it's just that nice additive of just like, okay, cool, I appreciate that. But yeah, overall, another really solid song from Lucy. So, Therese, your thoughts?
I'll talk about the song first and then the music video, but I do love the music video. I'm 2 for 2 in Chincha songs. Chincha is one of those Korean words that make me feel fluent, even though it really just means like, oh, really? It means
Yeah,
like
it's really
Chincha? Yeah.
Chincha, yeah.
Yeah. So, but there's another song by N Flying, and I think the English name is Oh Really, and I love that song too. But every time like a song like this comes on, and I'm like, oh, I can sing along. Woo! I know the words. Yeah. Yeah, same, great song. Glad we're on the same page, Kaylee. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. It brought me back into the mood for more lead violin.
Oh yeah,
And obviously the bass was incredible.
it's
It's
fantastic.
definitely it's a song that kind of keeps you moving. Like you could have this on in the background and you'd be like running a whole stage. The music video I love. It reminded me a bit of EXO's Power. Yeah, I have a music video type. But it's a lot of the same similar elements, even with the little like colored character screens and the Power Rangers sort of stuff. Definitely check that out. It's fun. I wanted to shout out all the what's the people that aren't paying to be in our stream right now, but all of the video games they used, like Mario, Pokemon, Among Us, Ace Attorney was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Ace Attorney one was cool.
And then there was like a hot sec of like a dating sim.
Yeah,
And I made the joke of like Hatoful Boyfriend. If you haven't checked it out, go check out Hatoful Boyfriend.
Oh god.
With no other context. But yeah, I love the visual novel jokes Sarah got me. Doki Doki Literature Club,
Oh, yeah, I
also
was gonna
classic.
say, oh, yeah.
But yeah, and this was also a point in time when I was noticing kind of a trend of wearing dog toys on your outfits in K-pop. Because like Jin did it for Super Tuna, Suju
Yeah.
did it in one of their comebacks around this time period. They were wearing like toys on their suits as like
Aw.
a flower. And I was really hoping it'd catch on, but I don't think anyone else has done it since.
Yeah, it
Wah
looks like
Wah?
Wall is their is the dog, the blue dog. That was not.
Cute.
Yeah,
Can I
very
get it at
cute.
Target too?
Yeah. Who has Wall? Let us know.
Or do I have to do I buy it through Lucy?
I'll buy Wall. That'd be cool. Put him up in stream. Be sick.
Cool. And I think Youthful commented way earlier, but Lucy, the name of the group, is also after a dog, right? That was
Oh,
that would hang out with them during practice.
That's so cute.
Cool.
Do they have dog merch? I feel like that'd be.
They
really
gotta have
cute.
dog merch.
They gotta have dog merch. I feel.
Wah, wah.
Wall is Korean for rough. That's cool. Very nice. Did not know that. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one we have is Haze. So, let's rock. See what's up.
Haley, why are you crying? These are upbeat songs.
I got you, Kaylee.
I feel like I know that actress. Is she in Sweet Home?
접어들 적엔 넘어지면 모두가 눈물 닦아줬었는데
She looks like the girl with the gloves. The Sweet Home.
That's what I was thinking.
비단 줄 아래서 소리 없이 잠은 눈물은 말랐네.
A little bit.
지어보인 너의 그 미소가 의미 없지 않잖아. 내려놔요 요동치는 방향의 시간 속 움켜쥐었던 상황도 하나 없는 가슴을 원래 그런가 봐요. 사랑하기 위한 삶 살기 위해 한 사람 함께한 이 길 끝에 내가 없어도 그댄 밝게 비춰주네. 거의 다 왔던 그 말
Gotta play in the
지나도
pool.
멈춰설 방법을
Closest we can get to dancing in water.
Take what we can get.
지어보인 너의 그 미소가 의미 없지 않잖아. 내려놔요 요동치는 방향의 시간 속 움켜쥐었던 상황도 하나 없는 가슴을 원래 그런가 봐요. 사랑하기 위한 삶 살기 위해 한 사람 함께한 이 길 끝에 내가 없어도 그댄 밝게 비춰주네. 날아가는 새가 자유가 부러워. 우린 꿈에서라도 달아나고 싶었던 거야. 수 있던 거야. 아지랑이 넘어서 달궈진 숨으로
Ooh.
That bass work is wild. This last like final section of the song. Oh, so good.
Damn.
Oh. Oh. Huh? Oh, all right.
Spooky.
This was Haze by Lucy. Very nice, very nice. I feel like I would like to go first for this song. I get Kaylee. I feel like I was starting to feel the well of emotion in my chest, and this song definitely. I feel like if I was probably listening to this song alone and really kind of digging in, I'm almost sure I'd probably cry because I could feel it, like especially once those like
Cringe.
violins hit. I know, cringe, right? No, I think to me it's like the best way I can describe it was like is if you are driving through the rain and then like the
Ooh.
sun and then the rain peers away and the sun comes out and you get that like ray of sun at the end. I feel like this song kind of encapsulates that sort of feeling. Like everything like something good is on the horizon, you just have to like wait for it. And I could definitely to me feel like this song to me could be potentially in the top like 5 songs that we've listened to from Lucy, just because I think it's got a great emotional feel to it. Um, and I think overall, like I was very surprised. I think you've also pointed out is Gwangyo's vocals in this song were incredible. He's got this really like warm, inviting tone in that like sort of low to mid range, and I think it's balanced out um, so well in the song. And I think the instrumentation really gives you a good like ebb and flow. It's got like that sort of roller coaster feel to it that I think keeps the song very driving, and then feeling very anthemic towards the end with like those group vocals, like the chant, like I don't want to say chanting, but like just like the oohs and the ahs. I feel like it just really worked well and kind of again sold that whole thing across about being really emotional and really great. I was definitely like I can feel like the tears in my eyes right now that it was that good. So yeah, I get you, Kaylee. If Trees doesn't, I got you.
I get it. I just like I don't like crying when I'm listening to songs.
Oh,
So
I don't care. I'll let the tears fly. Oh
I
no,
think
it's to Gwangyo's grandmother. Oh no. Oh
oh
no. Why'd you say that? You full down with a fucking cry now.
yeah, now
Oh.
we actually gonna cry. No,
Oh.
I think if anything, it's just very if I were to cry to the song, it'd be because it's so uplifting. Like they
Yeah.
do a really good job in making uplifting songs and like propelling people forward and adding this lore of people running around the band while they're playing.
They they do have that. That's true.
because the people are the electrons and
Oh
Lucy
god.
is the nucleus. And this is all just a big metaphor for atoms and that we're all made up of them. So we are all of these people. Um
You reached that time in the live where trees went off the rails.
I had to put something in there. I feel like Youthful was craving some lore or something.
That's fair.
um
Fair enough.
but yeah, I really like the I don't know if I've heard this song or I just haven't listened to it enough because it's so good. And
Mm.
it has those vocal bends that or the runs that just like will literally push me forward. Like I was that girl standing in front of the what's it called? The thing you jump over, the hurdle.
Hurdle. Yes.
The thing you jump
The thing
over.
that stands in your way. Like
Yeah,
a
the
hurdle
thing
or
that gets in your
something.
way sometimes, and you just stand there and you look at it and you're like, I don't want to today.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
they
feeling it.
literally like push you over and get you kind of moving and running with them. Uh so nice. I don't know if I have anything else to add.
Alex, what's your thoughts?
Did you find out if that actress is the same Sweet Home actress?
I've been digging so
Yeah.
hard.
I could tell
Um,
he was very serious.
the reason, okay, so the actress that played her, Kim Sia,
Mm-hmm.
she signed an exclusive contract with Mystic Entertainment for acting.
Oh,
I
so very
cannot
officially.
find credits anywhere, but it leads me to believe that it's her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It looks like her. I'm seeing
Very
photos of
likely.
her
Yeah.
not in the like the Sweet Home style, and it I'm pretty sure it's her.
Huh.
Everyone go watch Sweet Home.
Very, very good, yeah. Third season just came out. Um Also in my searches about credits and all sorts of stuff for this song and album here, I also learned that where'd it go? Ye-chan hand painted the album cover.
Even
It's so
better.
beautiful.
Even
Yeah, it's really nice looking.
better.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. It's beautiful.
All right, let's see. What album was it?
Called it's
Fever.
called Fever.
Okay. Oh my god. Holy shit. Now I gotta
Show it to the world.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
show it to I'll show it to chat. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's
It's so
hand
pretty.
painted. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh my god. Let's go. Man, it's talented. We love it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see like
The
yeah.
canvas, yeah, for sure. Oh my god. I'd have that framed up on my wall.
Oh, don't buy the vinyl. Don't do it.
You don't have to tempt me. I got an itch that can't be scratched.
Whatever you do, don't buy the vinyl.
All right, let me go look.
Don't support the greatest
it?
band of all time.
I'm looking. Do you have any more to add, Alex? So I have time to look up this vinyl.
Nah, you guys, I think, talked pretty extensively about the song. I pretty much agree with everything.
Also, I don't even like acoustic guitar, but I like the ending.
I meant to ask you earlier into the stream, Therese, as an acoustic guitar hater, how you like this band so much.
I like it
Oh my god.
because of the violin. I'm not gonna lie. The
Okay.
violin trumps the dislike for
It
the
cancels
string
it out.
sounds. The string squeaking.
no.
It doesn't have as much squeaking.
Oh my
Okay.
god. You're killing me, Therese. I just
Did you find it?
I found one, but I can't. It's sold out, so I'm really upset. But I gotta show chat this because, my god, this is crazy. Look at this. This
Oh
is
my
beautiful.
god.
That is really nice.
This is
It's so
gorgeous,
pretty.
and it's out of song. Look at this
Voice
shit.
music did us wrong.
Oh my god, you get like and you get like a bunch of photo card. Oh, this is great. I'm mad.
Maybe I'll check my local K-pop store
Oh, I'm so mad.
for that.
Well, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go
that's
on.
so pretty.
I'm going on Discogs. That I was gonna say resell. Here I come. All right, cool. Emily says the resell for so expensive. Oh, don't tell me that. Am I gonna
I
be
called the
financially
K-pop store on JYP.
Am
Any
I gonna-
Orlandians?
Am I gonna be financially irresponsible? Find out. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving here. It looks like the next one is Boogeyman. Let's
Woohoo!
go.
Haley, what kind of release was this? Was this like a special single or just a single?
일어나는 보기만이 찾아와 나를 잡아간대 기꺼워는 어떤 속에
Single album. Ooh.
머리카락 보일라 꼭 숨어라 입을 섞어는 게 삐져나온 그런 부분 끌고 가라는 거지 가져 구멍 부어 끝나고 뒤에 있는데 가려 두 눈 가려도 여기엔 이제도 내 싫어 그만 일어나 궁금해 묻어버린 다리 시끄럽게 실린 얼굴 뒤로 다가간 이 손이 일어나는 보기만이 찾아와 나를 잡아간대 깊고 어두운 옷장 속에서 그래 널 이겨가줘 사랑이 너와 저 너머로 도망칠래 그럼 나도 보기만
That distortion on the bass is wild.
Yeah, it's a really cool tone.
슬금슬금 나지는 혼자만 남겨진 유령들로 묻혀그는 따스한 유령선이 웃기만 해 왜 아무 말이나 줘 이런 나를 보기만이 찾아와 나를 잡아간대 깊고 어두운 옷장 속을 그래 널 이겨가줘 차라리 너와 저 너머로 도망칠래 그럼 나도 보기만
Brandon's losing his mind.
아래 위로 대롱대롱 매달린 채비도 저도 못하면서 쏘쏘이는 게 마치 야비자기 피하면서 널 보이는 너도 혹시 내가 무서워 매일 밤에 보기만이랑 같이 널 잡으러 갈게 깊고 어두운 옷장 속을 소리를 그래 내 손 잡아줘 차라리 나와 저 너머로 도망칠래 그럼 너도 보기만
Oh my god. All right, that was Lucy
Dang.
Boogeyman. Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This song to me felt like a rock opera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
And where like there was so much emotion and like different movements in the song, and it felt like the song was pulling you in like all these different directions, with like it being super aggressive and then kind of pulling back a little bit, and then it was just super super fun. The instrumentation here went crazy. The vocals, not far behind.
Yeah.
I love like this is definitely the most aggressive we've heard
Oh, yeah.
so far by a long shot. From me at least, not hearing any B-sides or anything. This is like a super fresh sound for me with them, at least so far. It reminds me of like some of the more modern like alternative rock, like post-rock, alternative rock, like bands that are like emo rock
Yeah.
bands
Can-
that are like currently active, or like 10 years ago, like with some of the, I don't know, it gives like a little bit like old My Chemical Romance
I was gonna
vibes.
say, yep, that was my first thought. Yeah.
In like a sense of that, I feel like they are like a very theatrical emo band as well. And that's
Yeah.
like where this song, like the pocket this song sits in for me.
Them and Otto. Yeah, I would agree. You full 100%. Yeah. I guess if Alex is done, I gotta talk about.
Mm.
I gotta talk about the bass on the song. I feel like if there was any song for me to, like, obviously I know this song is pretty bass forward, especially again on like the choruses and stuff like that. But oh my god, like the distortion on the bass was like so well acquainted with. I feel like with their sound. It just has that extra bit of punch that you're kind of expecting. It almost feels weirdly enough like, I guess, like on the precipice of like a metal type feel, just because I think like the way that the bass is like laid out, it almost feels like an extended range like guitar in some fashion, which I really appreciate, because I don't feel like you get to hear that a lot within, I think, even like the rock and like metal genre too much, where a bass is a little bit more forward. And so I appreciate the fact that just Wang Sang went just absolutely ape shit on the song, because man, I feel like there were some songs that he's just like impressively good at, and there's no doubt that this song is well in that tier, but I just love that it's just so bass forward. I think also as well as that like dropout in the bridge of the song where they just have that violin solo. Oh, it just adds that just extra bit of emotion and like drive to the song that I think it gives that sort of roller coaster feel of like where you're kind of like flowing through the song, and it gives you that kind of ebb and flow where it is needed, but still keeps up that really good high level of energy. I agree with Kaylee. I think they had said that this song feels very different from what we know Lucy to be, but still has, like, I argue, a lot of the bones that I feel like is what makes Lucy great. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely go back and give this one a listen because it was just so cool, and I honestly don't think I would have enough time to critique all of the nuances of the song because there's a lot of great stuff going on in this track. And vocally, this was also very impressive as well. So big kudos to them. Therese, your thoughts on this track?
Ooh, I feel like I don't. The song itself is super cool and interesting to listen to, but I was actually pulled in more to the visuals of the music video.
Okay.
Like, and I think it helps to have a lot of the visuals they're showing kind of just the way the song is feeling. Like I was a puppet getting pulled around on those red strings the entire time. So I just sort of let it happen around me while I tried to pay a little attention to what was going on. And I really liked the specific characters they had. There were like paper bag people. There were those like shriveled Dumbledore hands, which I'm going to classify as their own character because I feel like I feel like if they were shared between the members, but it was mostly shots of the hands doing things more so than the members doing things. So I don't know what was up there, but I was curious. And I also really liked the animation style because
yeah.
I feel like in a lot of K-pop music videos that add animation, it almost seems as if it was a way to save money on either set or actors to add an animated portion. But in this case, the animated portion was like directly correlating with what was going on, and it was just switching back and forth pretty seamlessly. Like it was literally clips of like the people and then like flashes of the animation coming through in the same positions. So I think that was really cool, and the style isn't done a ton from what I've seen. So it was pretty fresh. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful music video and a really cool song. I wonder if those who are not used to this type of energy would find it to be too much.
I could see
Because
that.
I could
See that.
definitely see the argument for that of like, whoa, I could not pay attention to either because there was too much going on.
I think
But
it was just the right amount of everything.
Yeah.
I think for us, it's perfect.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, this is like that one comment we got from the Blackpink video saying like, you guys like the high energy K-pop songs, and we're like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the one. This is the one we're gonna source.
You
from
guys like
now
that
on.
crack shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will also say, I like the way that they sampled like the door closing, like the way that they kind of
Oh,
utilize
I
it as
love
like
that
a
sample.
motif. I think
Mhm.
I think they did a great job, and obviously it plays very well into the music video too. But just the way that they kind of had different like door slam sounds or like hitting of doors or whatever. I think it was very conceptually very smart, and I think to not only incorporate it in the music video but as well in the song, I think gives it that much more like life to this track. So, wanted to point that out just before we switched.
I will say that I finalized my investigative journalism in the last song about the actress, and I did look in the on-screen credits at the end of the song, and luckily I can read Hangul
Oh,
and
Hell yeah.
notice the starring actress is listed as Kim Sia, so she is the star.
Let's go!
wow. Way to go. Way to
W.
sleuth.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
W.
I want to point out Kaylee's comment. The knocking before the violin solo is audio of him knocking on the door that he enters his studio. There's also a video of
Oh.
him working on this song, and at one point, he just starts hitting his pen on every object around his studio until he finds the sound he's looking for, which was a metal lamp.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So cool.
so cool.
Shout outs. We love it. All right. We have 2 more left.
One of their
But-
more popular songs. Yeah. Cool.
We got the next one. It looks to be it's a concert clip.
The next one is a night. Wait, I had this written down because it's not on the. Or if you want to read it for us, Alex.
Kaylee says the knight who can't die and the silk cradle.
Thank you.
I can't even see it.
There we go. All right.
I can't see anything to read.
Let's go. I read it for everyone.
연습해왔나? 오케이.
숨을 쉬지 않는 땅 끝에 달려있는 저 달빛이 만든 길을 따라 도대체
얼마나 멀리 지나왔는지 이 길은 끝없이 영원하던 걸 뭐가 됐든 상관없다는 듯 새들은 철커덕거려
땀이란 의미 없는 소리 산 위를 춤추는 벌
물바로 달아도 내려놓는 듯이 날아드는 해가 나와 내 안에 끌어안은 밤 영원함을 말한 이 손을 내게서 떼어놔야만 하는데 그만 가 나의 모습처럼 난 흑연과 강철에게 외로운 게로 발걸음은 넌 없어도 되니까 이젠가 날 두고 떠나가 너는 빛을 낳는 요람이니까 지켜준 건 내가 아니 내 사랑아 내 파도야 너는 너의 밤을 가려 무너지는 배어리 타올랐어 열기 속에 지금까지 남아 있는 잔약 따라 무심히 걸어가 날 움직이게 해준 말 연화를 약속하는 너는 내게서 떼어놔야만 하니까 그만 나의 모습처럼 난 흑연과 강철에 괴로운 발걸음은 넌 없어도 되니까 이젠가 날 두고 떠나가 너는 빛을 남는 요람이니까 지켜준 건 내가 아닌 너야 내 사랑아 내 파도야 괴롭힐 테니까 망가질 테니까 너 없는 세상을 걸어가야 하나 무너지다 멈춘 다리 쓰러져 넘어가는 하늘
조금 올려다본 벽에는 되게 느렸구나
가지마 나의 약속처럼 너는 죽지 않는 너일 테니까 괴로운 그날들에 우리 둘이었으니까 나와 너의 모습들은 다 똑같은 강철의 요람이구나 달의 영도 너와 나 우리야 내 사랑아 내 파도야 살 위를 춤추는 벌
물바람 달아도 내려놓는 듯이
날아드는 해가 나와 내 안에 들어가는 밤 영원함을 말하는 날 놓지 않아 너기 쓰라 무너져가는 나라도 괜찮은 것 같은 밤을 걸어가자 이 길의 끝 따라 뛰어
Oh my god.
severe lack of shots on that bass
That bass solo. I was gonna
on that
say
bass solo at the end there.
They couldn't catch him. He was
they could.
too
He
fast.
was moving too quick.
Yeah.
He was moving too quick. We love it. All right, this was The Night Who Can't Die and the Silk Cradle. If you are hanging out with us tonight, from Lucy.
Y'all.
Y'all.
I'm really upset that I didn't go see it live.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Oh my God, Therese, you're giving me shit earlier.
Copy paste. Yeah. Damn. God damn. And the quality of that video is so good.
It's clean.
With the subs, dude. That just makes me even more upset.
Lucy fans be eating, you know.
Wow. Okay, I definitely have a bias.
Everyone's a
'Cause
failure for not seeing them live.
It's true. All y'all failed Leo Presents. I definitely have a bias because damn, you guys talked about Yechen's like performance when he's on stage, and it shows. Like, dude was all over the place facially,
Oh,
movement wise. He was fraying his strings, like, oh my God. And I just think they are incredible, like, entertainers, even more so than just performers. They seem like a bunch of people that I could just watch on stage. Even without the sound. Really cool stuff. This was an interesting one. I don't think I've heard it before, but it was pretty crazy. Wait, you said this came out recently, Kaylee? Because
She said in March.
oh,
oh,
let's go.
wow. Okay.
7th
I'm
single album.
having
Yes, not too long ago.
album. I'm like struggling because there's so many K-drama OSTs in their discography that I'm having to sort through them. Okay, I see it. I found it. Definitely going to listen to this. I might actually listen to the instrumental.
Oh, they have an instrumental version. Oh, that's clean.
Yeah, they usually have instrumental versions on their albums of all of
Oh.
their songs.
Yes, please.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
cooking.
But yeah, I'm a huge Ye-chan bias. I think, well, it's a problem because I have a leader thing, and I also have a violin thing. So
This is
sorry,
your
there's
the Venn diagram is really
Yeah.
working.
There's no chance
The Venn
for
diagram is just a
anything else.
circle.
It's just yes.
But I can definitely recognize good bass, and wow, it's a good thing that they have what's his name? Not
Wansing?
one
Wansing?
Sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they need some good. Yeah, trying to get through the instrumental is crazy. It sounds like something from Howl's Moving Castle, like straight up.
Love to see it.
There's so much happening. I can't even put into words. I'm just so taken with this band.
Alex, do you have some bass comments? I feel like you did earlier, so
I mean,
or just comments in general.
sort of self. Is the man's bass skills spoke for themselves. Obviously, everyone heard him going crazy at the end. No one saw it, but we all heard
No
it.
one saw it, but we heard it
Too
though.
fast. It was too fast.
Yeah. I liked the song in general, but what I actually really liked about the live stage was the contribution of like the fan chant and like the crowd
Oh,
sounds to the
yeah.
music. It made it like really feel anthemic sort of, and like because it wasn't,
It was a huge production.
I don't know, when I think like fan chants, I'm thinking of like them just yelling parts of lyrics with the group, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
on time with them or something, or like a call and response kind of thing. But in this case, at least for part of it, it was like them. It's hard to explain without going back and hearing it, but it's like during the chorus when they're like doing the normal like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
They're like, I got you. I know what you're talking about.
They're like contributing to the energy of the song. It's not just
Yeah.
like they're singing the
okay.
lyrics. They're like crowd chanting. I don't know. I'm sure somebody gets what I'm
I like
talking
how
about.
like,
Alex
"Yeah,
just feels
yeah,
so defeated.
Yeah, they're the hype people.
Match the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, they are the gang vocals.
Yeah.
The group vocals are the whole crowd.
I feel like Alex gave up like halfway through, and you could just see the defeated look on his face.
Sometimes I
"Oh."
I have my thought in my head, but I can't get the words out for it, and it usually happens somewhere around this time of night.
That's her.
Around 10:30 exactly.
Brain no work. Yeah. I thought the song was great. I'll reiterate Teresa's point of feeling upset that I didn't see Lucy live. But
Let's say it again.
we did not see Lucy live, but Lucy should come back
We're
to the
failure.
States so we can see them. There we go. Okay, cool. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I think this song was really well put together. Obviously, I'm such a Gwangyo fan. I feel like he is incredible. Not only I feel like as a drummer, but as a vocalist, I really have come to love his vocals. I feel like he's probably my bias in this group. But I just love this a lot. I'm curious in terms of, I feel like Kaylee or Kala would know, in terms of their live performances, I know that they do have extra members on stage. So I'm just curious, however, I know it looked like they had another guitar player, I'm pretty sure, and then they had a piano player, I'm pretty sure. But if you want to correct me if I'm wrong, that'd be great. But I think they add that nice addition. To the live performances. So I feel like to me it was really cool to see see their contributions to the live sound, because I'm always curious to see, especially with a group that only has 4 members in it, to see how these songs kind of perform in a live setting. I think they do a great job of translating that. So I was very, very excited about that. But yeah, overall, another great live performance from Lucy. And I really enjoyed that. Kaylee says, sadly, Gwangyo is enlisted on September 2nd. That's my birthday, which sucks. Oh,
God damn it. No.
Big L's. Big L's.
Well, looks like you really messed up by not seeing him, Brandon.
Why am I the only one? Why am I getting thrown under the bus here?
We messed up.
We all messed up.
Everyone here
they
messed
didn't
up
come.
that
They didn't
go.
come close to Therese.
Yeah. Well,
And I didn't know who they were.
I also
I
didn't know who they
should've flown
were.
for this. I should have flown. No.
We should've-
And you think they're gonna come back after you didn't support them last time?
Wow, you are really,
Shut up.
you're really
No,
gross.
Brandon, when you were talking about like the extra members on stage, I was thinking, yeah, the band, they gotta have a backup band. It's like Rosé's band, but this band is for the band.
God, we are really getting ourselves into hot water tonight. I think so.
What?
Well, never mind. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. The last one on our playlist tonight, I think, is actually the newest one. Am I not mistaken? Are we
This is the newest one.
the newest one? All right, cool. Let's go. I don't know what the song name is, so it doesn't say. Or I can't read
It's
Hangul.
Villain.
Villain. Okay. Very nice. Let's go. Thank you, Kaylee. Double time.
Mystic Story has to do away with that intro.
I know.
Man's got falsetto.
깨어날 생각은 없었는데 아마 거울 속 내 모습이 좀 다르게 맘에 쏙 들었었나봐 마음이 타오르면 하필 또 두세 정거장 전에 꼭 오늘은요 꿈이 될 것만 같던 날인데 하나둘 어그러지듯이 나보다 훨씬 아름답게 빛나는 이 세상 늘 너를 사랑해줘 오렌지 햇살에 잠겨가는 세상에 그 역광이 무색하게 빛나던 너가 이 세상을 숨쉬게 하는구나 나에게만 빛나는 이 세상은 날 사랑한다 해 꼭 나 같은 바보들이 나를 필요해 나도 알아 그래 나도 나대로 빛나는 걸 하는데도 아름다운 걸 너에게서 본 소리
Oh my god.
Wow.
Phew.
All right.
Sheesh.
I have like an immediate question. That ending lead riff that sounds like guitar, is that actually violin? Is that
No.
actually filtered violin or is it
I think
guitar?
it's guitar with like a glitch like filter. Like it's definitely a guitar pedal for sure. It's like
Hmm.
very crystallized.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Really
it was
interesting.
cool. It's like used in a lot of like I would say like more commonly in like that like math rock space.
Well, yep, it's basically what I was gonna start talking about. Is this song is basically a math rock song without the math, with like less math,
No numbers.
which doesn't make it just a rock song. It like you would think. It's very it's on the border between like math rock and post rock,
Agreed. Yeah.
which is really cool. It instrumentally and like the choices in like chord progressions and like some of the like odd time fills and like where it gets a little funky with time signature is definitely very math rocky, but it doesn't fully lean into like going, I don't know, like 5/4 or 7/8 or
Yeah.
like something that's
Correct.
really
Yeah.
too out there for like a general public or you know like casual listening. But it like dabbles in math rock, which is fun. Which is kind of like what post rock is, I guess. Like
Yeah.
just less crazy math rock.
Yeah.
It's very fun. Like they've used a lot of different filters and a lot of different tones on the same song, which is kind of also encompassing that genre is like a lot of chaos.
Yep.
But it's fun. I mean, it's really really high energy. It reminds me more of what I attribute to a lot of J rock bands doing,
I was gonna say. Yeah.
more so than like the like K rock or K-pop bands. I really enjoyed it though. I thought it was super fun. The energy was there. That riff at the end, or I guess it kind of came in and out a couple times, was a really fun, energetic riff as well. This is probably one of my top songs of the night.
Ooh. Let's go. Therese?
No, I'm so stupid.
Meth
Are you gonna say that you didn't
So-
get to see Lucy live again?
Yeah.
the trope.
Yeah, guys, I'm double stupid. One, I didn't get to see Lucy live, and two, I listened to this album when it came out last week, and because I was super excited about it, and I
Oh.
was super on board to dive into them. And I was over here like, Villain, that's a cool name for a song. And then I was listening, I'm like, this kind of reminds me of one of their other songs. And then and it wasn't until you guys were like Hero to Villain, and I was like, wait a second. And I go back to Hero, and they're using almost the same melody, but it's switched a little bit,
Wow.
and it's in a different key. But it's the same melody, the da 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 da. But it's like in Hero, it's the da 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 da. It's so similar that I was like, what does this remind me of?
Hmm.
I'm so dumb. I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, like a reprise. I love it. Oh my god, that made me like tingle. The song itself, it's really I don't know what it's about? If someone can explain the lyrics or like the storyline, because is at first I was thinking like, oh, is this a song about people that like haters that are they're shooting arrows into them or something, with like negative comments or something? But is it about them realizing they can't always be heroes, or like they're gonna make mistakes? I don't I don't know what the juxtaposition of the lyrics or the theme is, but I do think it's not as upbeat as Hero. Well, it is upbeat, but
I was gonna say.
it's in a different key that doesn't make it seem as pure. Like Hero was like a pure sound, and this is a lot
Sure.
more, I guess, human. But I think it goes pretty hard. Like I'd consider this a rock song, if anything. And I know you guys were talking about math rock, and I'm still confused as what math is in math rock. So
Oh, we're gonna have to do a math rock stream now.
yeah, you're gonna have to teach me.
We're gonna have to
Um,
teach Therese math rock. Oh boy.
Having to relive the same day over and over with problems or harsh words. Oh, like someone. See, I've been going through this recently at my job where I keep getting red lines on really, really small things to change. And whenever I redraw something, they add more red lines. I'm like, oh, I thought I did it the way that you wanted to.
This is a song that speaks to Therese.
It's a revision song.
It's a
I don't like
revision? Oh,
revisions,
oof.
but I like this song. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I have anything else to add. I will say I really like the album. I was
Ooh,
talking to
okay.
Kaylee about adding another song from this album, which is actually my favorite off the album. It's called Complex, and I
Okay.
believe it's the second title track. There's also a Jersey Beat song on this album, which I was very surprised with.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It is interesting. It's a cool song.
Kaylee, you will get a reaction from it. I got you.
And then they have a song called Falling Flower, which is the opposite of flowering.
Oh!
Guys!
Oh God. We're gonna start making connections and
Write this
Therese
down,
is
write
gonna,
this down.
Therese is
Write
gonna
this
start
down.
saying cube, you know. God. Anyway,
Still no cubes.
still no cubes. We confirm no cubes on this stream. Good. We love it. I don't even know what to say about this band anymore that we've already talked about already. I think to me, like, I go as far to say that they might be one of the most talented K bands that we've heard in terms of doing these streams. Like, I genuinely like I'm genuinely floored by how talented they are. I don't like. I feel like they are the type of artist to me that like I will still listen to, but I am so thoroughly upset that I like don't feel like I'm nearly as talented as I could be at my instrument, you know? And I think it gives me that sort of like anticipation to become a better guitar player or to become a better vocalist or to become a better like bass player. Now, do I feel like I'm going to exceed these heights of what they do? Probably not, but I do feel like it gives me the motivation of wanting to better myself as a musician. And so I love that about their musicianship, and I hope that post, you know, obviously post military, I hope they go back to making music again. But I am very, very stoked about this song. I think Alex definitely nailed it. It has like some Mac rock influences. It kind of gives me, especially like guitar tone wise, it gives me a little bit of like Chon, which is like in that sort of math rock space. If you have not checked out that band, go check them out. They're great. Very all
I thought you were going
instrumental.
to introduce another genre called Chan.
No. The band is called Chon, Chon. Go check them out. They're great. Maybe I'll play them on a stream. But they're incredible, and that in terms of like instrumentation, that kind of reminds me a lot along the lines of that. As well as that, I think it actually reminds me a lot of I've talked about it multiple times here on stream, but like Bocchi the Rock. If you have not checked out that anime, I would highly recommend it. I feel like this song specifically reminds me a lot of the group's discography, which I have listened to religiously. So I will probably listen to this album religiously, just because I'm very curious to see just the variety of different music that they have created. But yeah, I'm glad we finally dived into them. Now I am not gatekept from this band and I can actually listen to them. So I'm very stoked. I will not listen to the songs that Kaylee does not want me to listen to. I'll listen to those on stream. So let me know, Kaylee, or anyone else. But I will go and listen to some of the ones that I really enjoyed from tonight. But speaking about enjoyed from tonight, I guess we could talk about our favorites. Even though I feel like it's going to be very tough. This actually might be one of the toughest ones, I think, to date.
Oh man.
God, I don't even know if I could pick. Honestly, this is so tough.
I've got 2 easy top 2, and then the third I might have to go based off of potential.
This is so tough. This is so tough.
My number 1 favorite song is still Rolling Rolling.
Oh, yeah, I was going to put that one.
It's so
Yep.
good.
I agree.
My number 2 favorite song is probably still Snooze. I don't think that's changed, but I could see it changing with my number 3 favorite song. I'm gonna say the I have to look at the name because it's in Hangul. The Knight Who Can't Die and the Silk Cradle will be my third choice.
Oh, man. Ooh, this is tough. I will have to agree with Therese. Rolling Rolling is definitely one of my favorites.
Rolling.
He doesn't
I'm going to
get
have
it.
to say Unbelievable is my second one. And Boogeyman, with an honorable mention to the one we just listened to.
Chincha?
Chincha? What about you, Alex?
I was trying to go back in the playlist. I didn't have the playlist on hand, so I was
Oh, okay.
looking at trying to remember what the song titles were.
We have Flowering,
I like.
Jogging, Snooze.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
I Got You. This is my
Oh,
top 3.
that makes sense.
Boogeyman.
Mm.
And Haze.
Oh, okay.
Good choices.
You got some good choices, yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Well, thank you for joining us for Lucy. If you are watching this now, you can recommend me some B-sides. I know Kaylee has already started on that train, but feel free to give me some more. We will check out some live ones, all that sort of stuff. Feel free to give me some live performances, as you know. But yeah, we will be doing more of those in the foreseeable future. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Monday, I believe we were back on the Luna train. So come join us for Luna. Very excited about that.
We're in the Eden.
We are in
We're
the Eden. Yeah.
coloring the colors.
My mission is complete. Thank you, Kaylee. Like I said, I want to give a shout out to Kaylee for really petitioning to get Lucy on the thing. So
Yes.
that was awesome. Hopefully we'll be doing some more K bands. Yeah, I was gonna say and I know Therese wants to do N flying at some point, and we've gotten some comments about doing One We, which we said we were gonna do after One Us, but
Did we not
never
do One
did.
We?
No.
Oh.
we
Whoopsies.
did One Us, and then everyone
We
was
did One
like,
Us.
and then everyone was like, you should have done.
I thought
you
we
should
did
done
One
We.
We.
We have
Now I'm
not.
confused.
We have
Maybe I
not.
just dreamed it.
I only say we didn't because I think we did Day 6 instead.
We did Day 6.
the Rose. I couldn't remember.
We did the Rose. There's lots of K bands.
There's
to
a lot of
cover.
K bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exnary Heroes.
We'll get into like what's the H1 and the Silica Gel and the
Silica Gel I've listened to. They're good.
Yeah.
I like them.
Um,
FT Island. Yeah.
Oh, CM Blue. I really want to listen to CM Blue.
We
There
have
might be some
listened to
issues
some
with that.
live.
I'll double check.
We have listened to some lives for CM Blue. They're great. Shout outs. But
I
yeah.
streamed yesterday and we checked out a bunch of new songs.
Oh,
It was fun. We checked out some Rolling Quartz. That was very good. In
hey.
the speaking of K bands,
Nice.
it was very
Mhm.
fun. Also, we watched some crazy stuff. There's this one. I'm imploring everyone in chat to, whenever the next time Brandon streams, is for somebody to make him watch the Baby Mint video we
Oh
watched
God.
last night.
Shit.
Boring by Baby Mint, because I need that chaos to
Chaos?
exude, and I need other people to experience the chaos that we experienced last night with that song.
Who recommended Baby Mint?
I don't remember, but it was something.
Oh
It
God.
was
Okay.
something.
Oh God.
I can't explain it, but once you guys experience
Oh,
it,
God.
your lives will change for the foreseeable future.
Oh no. This is...
Also, I mentioned it in the beginning of stream, but if you're in Discord, one of our community members made a K-pop collection card bot.
Woo!
There's a channel for it. You can look into it. It's pretty cool. If you're just chilling in the server and need something to do, you can collect photo cards and mess around with it and stuff. It's very cool, and they worked very hard on it. And the cards are really, really cool and hand designed by a bunch of really talented artists. And there's animated cards, and they're all custom. So
Oh
check it
wow.
out if
Okay.
you have a free second.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, again, if you watch this, you wanna go, Alex?
I
Sorry.
was just gonna say, Sarah, I liked this song, to be honest. Like, it was a little psychotic, but I'm not being a hater. I liked it.
I was gonna say that's if based off of what Chad's saying, I feel like that's on brand for Alex. He likes the crazy shit. So
We all like the crazy
we
shit.
all like the crazy shit. I like the chorus and Alex is on my team now. There you go. Well, very cool. If you want to be a part of our team, check the Discord. If you are watching this on YouTube, we hang out, we chat, we talk about things, post about some funny things, whatever. It's a good time, so would love to see you hang out. If you are watching this on Twitch and you're new, make sure to give us a follow. That is the best way to know when we go live. But yeah, we got some new stuff on the horizon, so make sure your eyes and ears are peeled, and we'll see y'all on a Monday. May or may not stream on Friday, so come back Friday potentially. So thank you guys again, and have a good time zone.
Bye bye.